Today's quickie is a dish you may or may not have ever heard of. This dish is very Kentucky, more specifically, very Louisville. With the Kentucky Derby just around the corner, you'll be wanting to prepare some authentic dishes if you're planning to have a party. On Monday's episode, I taught you how to make the primo pie that is served in this area during this time of year. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make Benedictine. This dish was invented around the turn of the century by Jennie Carter Benedict. Jennie began her cooking career in 1893 when she had a kitchen built in the back of her parents' home here in Louisville. Benedictine is essentially a cucumber cream cheese spread. If you look online, you're going to find a whole lot of variations on it. But in my opinion, the more simple, the better. The version of this recipe that I use was shared with me by my good friend Beth. Incidentally, I neglected to give credit to Beth for the coconut cream pie recipe we made a few weeks ago. That recipe was shared with me by her. And so many other good recipes. We've shared so many over the years. In fact, I really hope to get her on an episode of Cooking with Friends. I've got 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese that are sitting out getting soft. Next, we need to peel 1 cucumber. So once the cucumber is peeled, we are going to carefully cut it right down the middle. Once we've done that, we're going to scrape out all of these seeds. With those seeds out of the way, I've just got some nice cucumber flesh left over. I've cut these up into smaller pieces, and now I'm going to place them in my mini food processor. After the food processor, this is what we have left. Some nice pureed cucumber. And now we're going to get out the big guns. Before we transfer this to our large food processor, we're going to drain off as much moisture as we can. I've got that much juice left over. I don't want to get rid of this because I might need it just in case my Benedictine spread isn't the exact consistency that I want. I've got those 2 blocks of cream cheese softened now, so I'm going to add those to my big food processor. I'm going to add a couple of dashes of onion powder and about the same amount of garlic powder. I'm going to put just a tiny bit more onion powder. And maybe just another teeny pinch of garlic. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take it back. Okay, I've got my taste right. It's white. Traditional Benedictine is green. We're going to add just a couple drops of food color. We're going to transfer this to a pretty bowl. Now, served like this is a beautiful dip. It's great for vegetables, but I like this on a sandwich or a cracker. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes just to stiffen it up a little bit and change the texture just a bit. After this sits in the fridge for 30-45 minutes, the texture changes a bit. It hardens up and it makes it a little easier to spread. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of some sandwiches. Do y'all remember new bread and old bread? from a few episodes back? Well, this is my new bread. So we're going to use some soft honey wheat bread. On my honey wheat, I've piled that on nice and thick. Now that could be lunch, or we can trim the edges off and turn it into a fancy little sandwich. One time I ran away from Derby weekend here, and I ended up at a Derby party in Delray Beach, Florida. The folks down there had never heard of this. They devoured an entire platter of these. And no wonder, that's crazy good. Also, you can spread this on a nice cracker, or we'll use our fancy schmancy whole grain. Also delicious. This is still my favorite. Chances are you're not going to be able to find Benedictine in a store outside the Louisville area. But that's okay, because now you know how to make it. When you serve this at your Derby party, you're serving authentic Louisville. We've almost made it to the end of another week. I hope it's a great one for you. I hope your Derby season is great. And until next time, keep jamming.